Alright, welcome back ladies and gentlemen to the Chupacabra tutorials channel. I'm your host Larry, and today we're going to be taking a look at the current scale of Subnautica 2. And how big is the map that we're in, and what does it compare to previous installments of the game for the state that it is in right now. So right now we basically have the beginning of the game. We have the safe shallows zone where you start the game, where you can kind of get your feet wet, and then you have the sort of rest of the game as you leave the safe shallows and go into areas that maybe you'd consider slightly more dangerous because there's more stuff that seemingly wants to attack you all the time, or at least harass you and tase you a little bit. And the current scale of the early access map is roughly about 2,431 meters across, which is the widest straight line that you can draw from side to side without having to go outside of the map bounds in order to measure it. So with that in mind, how big is the original size of the map in Subnautica 1? Well, the longest tip to tip inside the map until you get out into the void beyond is about 4,300 meters, so we're a little over half the size of the original map, at least as far as width is concerned. And to put that into context, we're almost as big as the entirety of the Below Zero map, because the Below Zero map was about 2,458 meters. These are all kind of rough estimates from players. Specifically, these maps were put together by XXStamodZ on Reddit when I was looking around for some measurements. So you can see those on your screen right now. But it's kind of hard to put into perspective exactly how big the game might be, simply because Subnautica 1 was more than just the stuff that was on the surface, because you had floating islands, you had stuff down below, you had a series of tunnels on top of that, which I'm going to show you in this particular map right here. So there could definitely be some verticality going on. How deep does the game go in more than just an existential level, but an actual, like, physical, realistic level? Like, how deep does everything go? And you could end up with a lot of surface area that makes it feel gigantic without actually having to go very far in a straight line. And Subnautica 1 definitely had that. You could go inside the Aurora and explore the Aurora. There was an underground portion to finish the story. There were caves and floating islands and actual islands. So there was a lot of stuff that you could end up doing. So we don't know what's going to end up happening to Subnautica 2 because they haven't really announced or said what their design plans are. So then the question becomes, we know that this map is about half the size right now of Subnautica 1, which is cool. I really hope that it's bigger than Subnautica 1. That was actually kind of a letdown for me personally, that the Below Zero map wasn't much larger than it already was. But we already know that we're half the size of the original, and we can see the tree way off in the distance. So there's a pretty good bet that because there's something that's got to happen between us and the tree, because if you follow the story in the game, we actually have to reach the tree as a part of our investigation, then we're going to probably assume that we're going to be at least as big as the original game, if not bigger, because we also don't know if the starter area that we're in right now is the bottom of the map, or it could even be the middle of the map. Because if you remember in the original game, actually both those two games, the starter area ended up being in the center of both Subnautica 1 and Subnautica Below Zero. So there's a pretty good chance that this safe shallows area is actually the center of the map, which means you could have some gigantic areas that you could explore, and we've only barely dipped our toes into what could end up being a massive map with a lot of different areas we have to explore in order to unlock things. So that's sort of like what's going on for like the actual scale of what's going on right now, along with a couple of images that I ran into while researching this to kind of give some idea on what people are speculating things might end up looking like before the game is finished. So that'll be it for this one, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you found that interesting. I've been your host, Larry. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you next time. Bye, everybody, and have a good one.